Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Black Adam, because even though the fans like it, critics hate it, and there is some issues going on with it being rumored to be banned in China. I guess I don't know if it's true or not. If it is, fact check me or whatever, but I'm just going by what I've been hearing and how it's not making as much money as I guess WB would like or something like that, but they didn't really think it would make that much money, so it's kind of like conflicting things. But I'm just gonna throw out my little 2 cents on why Black Adam, even though I'm not saying, the movie is literally like popcorn fest. You know what I'm saying? It's really like the average Joe popcorn movie. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. But I think it came a little too late. And honestly, with the new regime at DC and this whole thing about Rock not liking the Shazam franchise, I think it's silly, and think Black Adam should be the hierarchy of the DC universe. It kind of puts this movie in a bad position, and it kind of puts it in a bad position for fans of Black Adam, the fans of the Shazam family as well, because without Shazam, you couldn't have Black Adam. And that's been the problem with trying to do these villain movies without setting them up with their characters. That's the reason why Birds of Prey failed. That's the reason why the Suicide Squad failed. That's the reason why Suicide Squad failed. Like, it's really cool or whatever, but without establishing that stuff, without having the characters that connects that, it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I think, the folks at DC need to get out of their head. Like, you can't ignore the connections, because with DC characters, they're easy to get because the characters are simple. You know what I'm saying? Black Adam is literally the evil mirror version of Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of doesn't really make any sense that The Rock has such disdain for it, because he has been ego talking, and it's just like, Rock, if you want people to show up for a movie that's really a spinoff of the Shazam family, the Shazam film franchise, then you might not need to talk bad about that character, the character that you actually have to face off and lose against, which you won't have any say over that. When James Gunn and Rafiq, I don't know the other guys. I don't know how to say the other guy's name. But when they tell you, "Hey, Rock, we're doing a Shazam movie. You're in it, and you're gonna lose to Zachary Levi," what you gonna be like? Oh, I don't think it doesn't matter what you think. Just like that old saying, it doesn't matter what you think. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter what you think. It's about the fans, and a lot of fans have been rejecting the Black Adam is because in the comic books they've been trying to separate Black Adam from the Shazam line, which just doesn't work, because the character is as old as Superman, and a lot of people who went to go watch Shazam. I went to go watch Shazam too, and I was kind of disappointed that Black Adam didn't even show up. Like, there was barely a mention of Black Adam, and it should have been, because it just doesn't make logical sense. You literally have the same power set and abilities, and you get your powers from the same person, but yet you don't like the Shazam. You don't like Shazam because it's too kiddie. That's the whole purpose of the story. But you would know that if you actually fucking read the comic book. You know what I'm saying, Rock? Like, oh, sorry about that, guys. Like, you talk a big game, but at the end of the day, you're just another one of those people who let that ego get in the way. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Hobbs and Shaw work is because they established those characters. and those characters just didn't have a spin-off movie before they were introduced into Fast and Furious. You know what I'm saying? Fast and it wouldn't have worked without those characters already being in the movie. That's the thing that you need to understand, and that's why Black Adam is kind of failing right now with some people, because a lot of people don't understand why the movie wasn't a JSA movie. And then another thing is, why wasn't Black Adam in the Shazam movie, or why wasn't he stayed for Shazam 2? You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things that you kind of have to think about. But you would know that, again, if you kind of listen to the audience. And I'm talking about the true audience, not the ones that be like, oh my God, yeah, this is amazing, Rock, woo. No, I'm talking about actual fans of the character, because they can give you real criticism. That's the problem. Y'all listen to too many people who just suck y'all dicks and stuff like that, instead of listening to a person like me and a few other people who can really give you good criticism and say, hey, this movie is fine, but hey, here's the little things that you should make. And then recently, that concept art of what the characters could originally look like also surfaced too, which that's another turn off from people, because you had the characters' race, ethnicity, and costumes pretty much correct in the concept art. But then when you get to live action, how the hell did you get black, white, Latino? What the fuck? When all four of the characters that were selected were white characters. You get what I'm saying? You see how that doesn't correlate anything to? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Then I heard some people were trying to like voice their thing about, hey, we should have Mary Marvel solo movie. She's a better character than Captain Marvel. No, she's not. Like, stop. Yes, Mary Marvel was the first female character to have a comic book, a first spin-off of a character to have a comic book, which that is great on its own. But the fact of the matter is, you can't have Black Adam, Mary Marvel, Captain Marvel Jr., anything outside of Billy Batson without Billy Batson. It just doesn't work. And that was the problem with the movie in general. You could at least brought in one of the damn children from Shazam to put in there. If you couldn't get Zachary Levi, you could have got the guy who played Freddie Freeman. Both those actors who played him should have been in the movie. Honestly, that's really what should have happened, but you didn't do that. Now you got people talking about, oh man, Mary Marvel could probably do well as a solo character. Well, they're trying to do that right now in the comic books, and right now nobody's reading that damn comic book because it doesn't make the damn sense God gave, And she's not even called Mary Marvel. And on top of that, her connection to her brother is not there neither. So again, because you guys went off of the New 52 version, which that's another thing that's stuck, that's actually killing the Shazam franchise as well, is you put this whole New 52 thing in there that nobody asked for. Billy with the foster family, a foster family he really doesn't know anything about, but all of a sudden he's sharing his powers with them. Then we're trying to make Black Adam an anti-hero kind of guy, but we're trying to keep them separate. And then we keep torturing Billy Batson, and now his sister, well, his foster sister, because she's not his sister anymore, is now in charge of the power of Shazam, but nobody's reading it because it's not a good story, honestly. No one cares that Mary's foster parents are missing, because no one cares about the diverse foster family. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Most people do not care. People in the movies, that's movie wise, but if you really wanted to get Captain Marvel fans, true Shazam Marvel families, then you should have just cast the characters correctly at the end of the day. That's how I feel about the whole situation. But to kind of draw this to a close is that the reason why I brought this up is because some people are kind of like iffy and worried about, Black Adam. And I'm just saying the reason why people are worried about Black Adam is all the reasons I just labeled. And it should have been something that, The Rock should have thought about while he was redoing the movie several times over. He should have just went back and, listened to some of the criticism. Because I know the old regime wanted to do the whole thing, but another problem that is so weird is when your actors talk about characters that are traditionally, not white, but then instead of casting those characters, you race swap those characters. Those characters are weird, and then you kind of made the JSA kind of useless in there. If anything, the only thing that proves to me is that the JSA need a proper movie, and Dr. Fate definitely needs a solo movie. That's what I see. But that was just my personal opinions with that one. Have you guys watched Black Adam? Or do you agree with what I'm saying? Do any of you guys know the history of the Shazam family, Captain Marvel line? Do you think that going the New 52 route and listening to The Rock saying that Black Adam should be separate from Shazam line is the reason why the movie's not doing as well, or the reason why the Shazam franchise in general is not doing well? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.